Hey, MTS crew, what's going on, y'all? Hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Y'all, I'm making a little impromptu peach cobbler. My daughter asked me to make this peach cobbler for her because she's having guests today. So I told her, okay, sure, I will make you a delicious peach cobbler. I bought my crust, that ready pie crust, because I didn't have time really to just make a crust. And these crusts are so easy. And y'all, they taste just as good. Now, I know how to make my own crust, but I wanted to go ahead and get this done for her in a hurry for her guests. So these are the items that I'm using in this peach cobbler. We got butter, sugar, peaches, cinnamon, and vanilla flavor, and that's about all I use in my peach cobblers. Oh, and I use a pinch of salt. Now I have these 2 cans of the half peaches. I always buy the half peaches, y'all, because you end up getting more, and this is a large can, so you can kind of slice them up the way you want them sliced up. Now here in this bowl, this is about 2 cans of those whole peaches, those half peaches, about 2 cans, and I'll put the recipe down below, y'all. I put 1 stick of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar. I put half a teaspoon of salt. I put my vanilla flavor and my cinnamon. And that is all I put in my peach cobbler. Oh, and I also put, to thicken it up some, I use flour slurry. So I have about 2 tablespoons of flour slurry, and I'm just going to mix that up and put that in there. And y'all, I'm going to end up having a little bit too much, so I have enough to fill up 1 dish of cobbler for her, but I'm going to have a little extra. So I use my little ramekins, and I'm going to make 2 little individual pies for my husband and I. So I went in with my flour slurry, and I'm going in with 1 squeezed fresh lemon. You can use lemon, bottled lemon juice, but I happen to have abundance of lemons in the house. So here I go on with my crust, y'all. And I just, I mixed everything up and I poured it into this pan. And this is how those ready crusts look. Now, you can buy the whole sheet, I think, but these were a little bit cheaper, so I decided to get them, and just you can make these fit to whatever dish or container that you're going to use. So I made them fit, y'all. And so what I do is I brush butter on top of it really good, because I like a good crunchy buttery crust. So I'm going to brush butter on top, and then what I'll do is sprinkle sugar on top of that. And I don't sprinkle any cinnamon, because sometimes when you sprinkle the cinnamon on top, to me, it makes it a little bit darker. But I like my crust to stay in, and I like my crust to really get done. I don't like a gummy, real gummy crust. So I'm done with it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. So it stayed in the oven about 45 minutes on 350. Now here's those little ramekins I was telling you about. And I just, I had 1 extra pie crust left, and I just used that 1 pie crust, and I just cut out the little circles and just added it on. This is the same pie, and I'm just adding the sugar on, and I'm going to put these in the oven. Okay, there's our pie in the oven. It's cooking. It's doing good. When you see your pie bubbling around, that means it's getting done. So here's the pie, y'all. It's done. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to dip into this pie because this belongs to my daughter and her guests. So that's the reason I made the pie in the little ramekin, so I can kind of show you how the pie looked. I think the crust came out fine, y'all. It looks good to me. And most of all, on peach cobbler, everybody want the crust. They end up leaving the peaches and eating the crust. So this crust came out really nice, and that sugar added a little glaze on the top of it. So this pie is ready to go, and my daughter, she is going to enjoy this pie. Okay, y'all, let's dish it up. Okay, this is the one out of the ramekins. I could have just used the ramekins, but I wanted to put it in something special because this is my husband's favorite, this peach cobbler. So I added, guess what, y'all? Some peach ice cream on top. Oh my goodness, this was absolutely delicious, delicious, delicious. Oh my God. So with the peach ice cream on top, and then that crust and those peaches, and this pie was not too sweet, and it was just right. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all, if y'all would like, share, and subscribe, you know I appreciate it. But y'all, do me a favor, be good to yourself. And if you be good to yourself, you have no other choice but to be good to others, y'all. And I happen to have some peaches, and I garnished it. And I garnished it with a fresh peach slice. Bon appetit. Enjoy.